What's up guys, Corvus here and welcome to episode 7 of my Europa Universalis 4 campaign in the Rights of Man expansion as the Ottomans. On the last episode we got a 544 heir and a 205 consort, which this heir is going to be amazing following on from Mehmet II. Mehmet II, who's only 32 at this point, which means he should live at least like 15-20 more years hopefully. And having back-to-back 5 admin rulers is amazing. We also declared war on Trebizond. Georgia defended them because of their guarantee, and we called Georgia in as a co-belligerent because they had no other allies. We're currently sieging down this province here, Trebizond's province. We're actually going to bring our fleet over, which we could have mothballed. We decided not to. Austria has embraced the Renaissance. Let's have a look at the spread. So yes, Austria got it in Canton and de Gauze, and that was enough for them. It looks like France may embrace it if they haven't already. Have they embraced it? Yes, they have. So France has embraced it. Hungary's falling behind because they have 0% in most of their country. We have it in most of our country. It's growing. Probably all of these are plus 10 development. Yeah. All the plus 10 development provinces have it growing. It looks like Crimea is starting to get feudalism. They've almost got it in a couple of provinces. They've actually got it in Crimea, which is going to really help once they embrace that. So what is it? It's 95.6% in our capital. Once Constantinople has it, we may actually be able to embrace it, because Constantinople's 39 development, so we'll have to see, but that may very well be possible for us to embrace it straight away. That's why I was saving up so much money, was so I could basically what's the word I'm looking for, so I could embrace it straight away. We destroyed their fleet. We're going to attack into the Georgian army. Infantry and cavalry combat ability really helping out there. We are going to need siege speed to siege Abkhazia. Well, that's why we're going to need boats. We rule, gain 10 prestige. That puts us up to 95. That's huge. Their fleet is going to engage mine. Once Constantinople... Pause. Ulima, power struggle, spend some money in prestige, or we can just let them gain influence, that's fine. Bosnia would like some military access, that's fine as well. And we are expected to get this, well, let's work that out. So that'll put us up to 98.9 next month and 99.437. And then 99.84, so 4 months away. So yeah, it's going to be like January next year. Okay, so what's this? Fate of the Crimean Khanate. I've actually never played as the Ottomans since like very early EU4, so I don't know how many of these events are brand new. With the death of Haji Giray, the young Crimean Khanate must for the first time find its feet without its dynamic founder. Karim I has managed to secure the Crimean throne, but his position is very weak. Ambitious siblings have not given up claiming Haji's legacy for themselves, and to the east and west, hungry neighbours are eyeing the Crimean lands greedily. One of the failing pretenders to the throne, Mengli Giray, has fled to Constantinople, and he is now seeking our support. Mengli offers the servitude of himself as well as direct ownership of a number of Black Sea ports if we are willing to help secure the Crimean throne. So we can have a subjugation casus belli on Crimea, and we get claims on Kaffa, Azov, Theodoro and Mantrega, of which he doesn't own any, or we can make everyone happy. So let's make everyone happy. because there's no point having those claims on random little provinces when it doesn't really matter. We could have used the subjugation to subjugate Crimea, which may have been a good idea, but I don't think we're going to go that route. We can convert something. Let's do this province. And it's in February, it's present in Constantinople. Does that mean we can embrace it in our other provinces? Where is it? Tech, institutions. No, it's 7.3% of our total development. So we need it somewhere else. Now where, if we go back to that, where is it secondary as fast? Come on, stop doing that. Okay, we'll have to click on that. Right, so here 21%, 11, 12, 40, 40. What about up here? 8%, 10%, 11%. So yes, we're going to have to wait for either Biga or Huvendigar to get it. 1470. We could spend some Diplo points to improve the development here. It would be a lot cheaper than doing it in Huvendigar. So let's boost that up. That's going to be 1470 still. It's not great. Is there any way we can speed that up even quicker? Don't think there is. Unless we go conquer more land that has a need for an increase, then I don't know what we can do. Or that already has the Renaissance. So we don't want to take Diplotech yet. We want to make sure to have the Renaissance before we take any more technologies. No reason to pay an extra 16% when we can spend some money and get rid of it. Military tech for 20 years goes down in price by 10%. That'll be very nice. We should get 2 technologies out in that time. Maybe 3 if we're lucky. So we'll take Abkhazia. We can now march to their capital, which should be quite easy to siege if they don't have an actual fort here. They do. So not amazing. And the Iberian wedding just happened. So Castile now has a personal union over Aragon. France has just rivaled us. It looks like Venice is taking out Bosnia. So it looks like Venice is going to be our next target, which I'm fine with. Another infidel. We can lose some more piety. Don't see much reason to keep my piety high at the moment. We have just, our heir has just got lawgiver giving monthly autonomy change minus 0.05, which is a pretty decent overall trait to have. We also our consort is greedy. Yes, I'd prefer not to have that. Wait a second. So in 2 years we will have ruled for 25 years, I'll be 25 years in game, and we will gain a 3rd personality trait. So Cartley has fallen, we're up to 99.99999% war score, not against Georgia themselves, but if we could take these 3, that would be very nice. We could take more. We couldn't full annex, but we could take that much, which would potentially put these guys in a coalition against me, and then taking Trebizond may... Let's go to Trebizond and let's negotiate directly with them. So we can't demand this because it's not controlled by us, so let's siege those down first. And then we'll see how much aggressive expansion this is going to give me. New idea. Ship durability, not a great idea. So we're going to hold off. We're not going to go for the other ones yet. There's no point having artillery combat ability when we don't have artillery yet. We're going to siege this down, then we're going to go to Kakheti, siege that down. So what's this? The Janissaries. I remember this event. In the mid-14th century, Orhan I and later his son Murad I introduced the Janissaries. Formed from prisoners of war and slaves, they went on to become an elite standing infantry, regularly paid and highly disciplined. So until the end of the game, where you can get manpower recovery plus 10%, infantry combat plus 10%, discipline plus 5%, and the Janissary Decadence disaster will become available in 100 years' time, or can lose 5 prestige. No, we're going to take that out, extra infantry combat ability. So now up to 20% and only 23 years in game. We basically have the same infantry combat ability as Sweden, who has the best in the game at the game's start. I don't think we could full annex both from Trebizond. No, I don't think so. We'll try, because it's not a fort, so I'm not going to have to siege it for too long. Get mercantilism? Yes, definitely. End of Castilian Civil War. It's also good for them. And we siege that. Let's see if from Trebizond we can full annex both countries. No, because it would require more than 100% war score. So we can do that. We could take 200 gold. This would not put anyone in a coalition against us. And would give us a lot of land. So let's do that. 100% war score, let's do it. We lost 8,000 men, they lost 21,000, but we gained 8 provinces. So it's definitely worth it. Okay, now do I want to get the next admin tech? I want to hold off slightly because of the extra 18%. How far along are we towards this? Oh yes, we need to get it in more provinces. So it's up to 78% here in Huvendagar. So when will they get it? Will they get it in 70 still? Yeah. So am I willing to spend, how much would it cost to core all of this? Should we do the cheaper ones first? Well, let's think. So modified development. We want to keep development as low as possible. So we don't want to do this yet, if you think about it, because we want to embrace the Renaissance. But we're going to do it. We're going to core everything. It only costs 230 or so points. It's not too bad. So we could send this back here and then tell it to be mothballed, but I don't really see much need. We're making 20 ducats a month, so it's not like it's costing us a lot. Morocco wants an alliance. Now, they previously wouldn't allow me to have an alliance because Tunis was their rival. Actually, it's a one-way rivalry, so Tunis would be the ones annoyed if I took this alliance, so we are going to decline. We're going to let Morocco be eaten. Yes, we could take corvettes, we don't want to, that's a waste of military points at this point in time. Let's have a look at unrest. So it's about 8 over here. We are going to bring this army from Albania over to Tiflis. And I think we get rid of the fort here. I don't see much need for it. How many forts do we need? We have 10 forts. What's our current development? 600. So we need, I believe I changed it so you only needed 1 per 100. So we need 6 forts. So yes, we can get rid of this one. Get rid of the fort here. Save us a ducat a month or whatever it is. Actually, I reduced maintenance as well. I believe maintenance forts is 0.25, yes. Which is okay. It's the same for the AI, so... He's now tolerant, which gives us -1 revolt risk in basically every non-Sunni province. Which is amazing because of how many Orthodox provinces I have. So we now have positive or non-negative tolerance of every faith. So we don't get any unrest from different religion anymore. Savoy's accepted some condottieri from Genoa. I apologise for my pronunciation of Italian words. I assume condottieri is Latin or something similar. So we can send able-bodied men to help Tunis, improve their relations by 25, or we can really annoy them. It's only 5,000 manpower, we have manpower to spare. We gain some core provinces, we can embrace an institution for 1,000 gold, that's fine. That's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. And we can now take these techs. How much will it cost? 520. Sure. Sure. And sure. Take all the techs. We didn't get a new infantry type. We did get a new cavalry type, however. And the rest of our country should be getting the Renaissance at a pretty brisk rate now. Yeah, 3.3, 2.1, 3.1. Wait, that was 2.4, wasn't it? 2.41, 4.9, 4.7. Yeah. Over the far reaches, 2.76, 1.3. Our new provinces are getting it at about 1.7, which is good. Because we are embracing it and we're spreading this way, it means it's going to spread really quickly into Asia. If we actually look at institutions... Okay, no, not yet. Well, Kara's getting one province that has the Renaissance. We will stop converting that province. And is Kara our next target, or are we going to head into Europe? So what's this? Sinop and the Royal Princes. We can lose 15 prestige and lose 1 base production in Sinop. It's not the end of the world losing base production. It would be nicer than losing 15 prestige. So we'll do that. Hungary's no longer a valid rival. Interesting that lowering my development made them a non-valid rival anymore. We could take Venice, but I think taking Kara is going to be a better idea. Now, Mamluks, you are allied with Najd. I could win that war. What's our current... Conquer the Levant. So that gives us claims on everything, does it not? Wait, it's here. Yes, we've got claims all the way down here. So let's do that. That's going to be our new thing we do. Okay, so you go to Marash. You come over here to Adana. We are going to check something out. So we have 48. We would need... Well, to get 20 out of 20, we could build more. Yes, good. Let's do that. So we're going to... How much cavalry? 50%. So same as in Western Europe. We are going to let the armies get there and then we're going to build them up a bit. So we're getting some more core provinces. We're going to add them to states. And we can't call the rest. It's okay though. Humiliate rival against Kara. We lost it against Hungary. And now we are going to... I think we're going to go 14 and 6, which is a lot more cavalry heavy than I usually go. But it is the Ottomans. So I think it makes sense. And that's where we're going to end today's episode, guys. So on tomorrow's episode, we will head to war with the Mamluks. We will try and conquer as much of the Levant as possible. I know we are probably going to get a coalition against us because of this, so we'll probably hold off for wars for a while after beating the Mamluks. But that's going to have to wait till next episode. That'll be out tomorrow, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode and you're looking forward to more, make sure to smash that like button. Hit subscribe as well so you don't miss anything. If you can think of ways that I can improve these videos, make sure to tell me down in the comments below. But from me, Corvus, thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, thank you for the 75 subscribers. It means a great deal to me. And goodbye.